Lại kia, lại kia, lại kia. Anh đi xuống lại kia. Có mà đi rồi. Ủa, cấp rồi, cấp rồi. Cho nên có gì thằng xuống.
At first, they feel quiet, too quiet. This is one of those stories, the story of an old hostel hidden near the edge of a forgotten city, a hostel known for cheap rent, long stays, and whispers no one liked to talk about. Most people avoided one room in particular, room number 13. No matter who stayed there, students, travelers, workers, everyone said the same thing. They felt watched, they felt afraid, and none of them stayed longer than one night. People believed a ghost lived there, a woman, but no one had ever stayed long enough to prove it. Until one night, a young man arrived. His name didn't matter. What mattered was that he didn't believe in ghosts. He was new to the city, tired and desperate for a place to sleep. When the receptionist handed him the key, her hand trembled. "Room 13, she said quietly. He noticed her hesitation. "Is there a problem?" he asked. She forced a smile. "No, just old walls." He took the key. The hallway leading to room 13 felt colder than the rest of the hostel. The lights flickered. The air smelled damped, like something old had been sealed away. He unlocked the door. The room looked normal. A bed, a table, a cracked mirror on the wall. But something felt wrong. Very wrong. The heartbeat begins. As soon as he stepped inside, the door closed behind him. Slowly. He laughed it off. "Just my imagination," he said to himself. But then the temperature dropped, the mirror fogged up, and he heard breathing. Not his. "Why are you here?" He froze. The voice came from the corner of the room. The lights went out. When they came back on, she was standing there, a woman in white, her face pale, her eyes dark and hollow. Her feet weren't touching the ground. Music intensifies. Fear finally took over. He reached for his phone and dialed the police. His hands shook as he spoke. "There's someone in my room. Room 13. She's not human." Suddenly, the room filled with laughter. Cold, broken, inhuman. The woman moved closer. The phone slipped from his hand. Silence, then sudden sound. The call was still connected. The police heard everything. The screaming, the choking, the laughter. Then, nothing. When the police arrived, the door to room 13 was locked from the inside. They broke it open. The room was empty. No body, no sign of struggle, except for one thing. Written on the wall in dark red letters, "No one escapes. Ha ha ha." Then nothing. The hostel was shut down that very night. Room number 13 was sealed, boarded up, locked forever. But locals say, late at night, you can still hear a phone ringing inside that room, and a woman laughing, waiting for the next guest. Music fades out slowly. The end.
The hostel stood at the edge of the city, old and forgotten, like time had slowly given up on it. Travelers stayed there because it was cheap. Locals avoided it because they knew its past. There was one rule everyone followed: never ask about the basement rooms. No signs warned you, no lock stopped you, but every long-term guest eventually heard the same rumor. People who checked into the basement never checked out. A young man arrived late one night after missing the last bus home. He was exhausted, irritated, and in no mood for ghost stories. The receptionist barely looked up when he asked for a room. "We only have one left," she said. "Basement level." He hesitated. "Is it safe?" he asked. She paused for a moment too long. "It's quiet," she replied. He took the key. The staircase leading down felt colder with every step. The lights buzzed softly, flickering like they were struggling to stay alive. At the end of the hallway, only one door remained open, room B09. The door creaked as he entered. The room was small, no windows, just a bed, a chair, and a mirror fixed tightly to the wall. The moment the door shut behind him, the silence became heavy, unnatural. That night, he couldn't sleep. Footsteps echoed above him, slow, deliberate, but the basement had no rooms above it. The mirror began to fog. Words slowly appeared on the glass. "You should not have come." His heart raced. He wiped the mirror clean. Nothing. He laughed nervously, blaming stress and exhaustion. Then the chair moved by itself. The air grew thick, hard to breathe. A sound came from behind him, soft crying. He turned. A woman stood in the corner of the room. Her clothes were old, torn, and stained. Her face was hidden by her hair. "Are you lost?" she asked quietly. He stepped back, reaching for his phone. She lifted her head. Her eyes were empty. He ran out of the room, down the hallway, screaming for help. The staircase was gone. The hallway stretched endlessly, doors appearing where none existed before. Every door had the same number, B09. The woman's voice echoed from everywhere at once. "This is where you checked in. This is where you stay." The front desk camera recorded one final moment. At 3:17 a.m., the elevator doors opened. No one walked out. The next morning, the receptionist found the key to room B09 resting neatly on the counter. No guest returned it. No missing person report was ever filed. A week later, the basement was sealed, the rooms removed from the hostel's records. But travelers still report something strange. Late at night, the system shows a new entry. One guest, room B09, checked in and never checked out.